World Economic Forum has been associated with China since the beginning of its reform and opening up policy. I came to China the first time and we had our first event in 1979. So we are celebrating 40 years of cooperation. I have witnessed the great ascension of China. It has become the number two, and soon it will be the number one economic power in the world.
Welcome to SkysTribe. Here we are again. As I said in my last video, I wanted to go over this whole China war. We're going to talk about the possible collapse of this legacy financial system we have going on. I wanted to go over why I think that this is like going to be the beginning of this whole, reset that everybody keeps talking about. Because they're calling it the fourth industrial revolution. They need to move us off the old legacy systems to the new ones. But there is no way to do that without having an uprising. In order to bring in the new, you have to destroy the old. And this is what this whole war with China is going to be. World Economic Forum has been shaping global policies for a very, very long time. Us plebes don't really have a say. We just have to bend over and take it. But this is the thing. You can't really have revolts if the people don't know what's happening and if you keep them distracted. And you have to do it from a position of strength. What better way to bring in this new world order than by financial means? The economics around the globe are going to change. And these people have been planning it. And now they're warning us. They've been warning us for a while. But, we're too distracted with TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. Look, this is what the IMF and the World Bank is saying. It's how we're going to face a global economic sharp downturn. Inflation is higher than expected, but this is around the globe because all the governments went on a printing free when COVID hit. For us, the United States, it happened when we had to bail out the banks. And now, when the Fed talks about having to raise interest rates, well, it's going to be now more expensive for employers to keep their people on because everything's going to go up, which means people can't afford things. People are going to ask for raises. So you can see how this becomes a really bad business for corporations. If you've seen anything that's kind of consistent for the last 3 weeks, is massive layoffs. The government prints money out of thin air. The common worker gets punished because of their money printing. And because they want to bring in this new digital economy with CBDCs, they have to crash this old system. IMF telling us jobs, layoffs happening all over. People are going to be feeling the pain, like the little people at the bottom of the food chain. Then, to top it all off, Taiwan is saying that China military drills appear to stimulate attack. We've heard this before. Yeah, remember whenever Russia was building up all of its armies around the border of Ukraine, and they just kept telling us that it was just drills. And a week later, they just ran up in there. This is what's coming. Once this war happens, global economies are going to go down. And this problem, reaction, solution is the Hegelian dialect. Is when you cause the problem on purpose so that people are just hurting. They don't know you caused the problem, but you're going to wait for them to beg you for the solution. And you're going to come in with the solution you had all along planned from the get-go. And you're going to be the hero. And they're going to make you think that is all your idea. Talk about a mental mindfuck. So they cause the problem. They're going to wait for our reaction to beg them to save us. This is why they've been printing so much money and giving it out for free. It's kind of like giving a heroin addict more heroin This is like human trafficking, as an example. We all hear about human trafficking and the sex slaves. A lot of them say that they get doped up, like they get them all high and they get them hooked so that they're just like zombies doing whatever, and all they care about is the next fix. That's what they've been doing with all this money printing. Can I get some more steamy chicks? And when we're at our most lowest and beg them to save us, here is the introduction of CBDCs, central banks, digital currencies. This is a new report from the Bank of International Settlements. It's all about interoperability. They want everybody on the planet to have a bank account. Why do they care? Because they get more money. Every time your paycheck goes into that bank account, guess what? It's their money now. They lend it out. And then they get paid for lending your money out. And you don't get nothing. As you can see here, the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank also contributed to the report. So they're all in it. For all of the CBDCs of different countries to work, they need to have one CBDC to rule them all. I made a video about this 4 months ago. I've been warning about this. Next report. Look at this. The CCP partners with Bank for International Settlements to displace the dollar. China is going to be the new top dog. They're going to be part of this basket of currencies that are going to take over the global reserve currency. It's not going to be just one, because history has taught them that if one country holds that kind of power, well, look at us now. So the BIS is now, the People's Bank of China announced its plan to partner with the Bank of International Settlements and 5 other central banks aim to stabilize economies during periods of market volatility. I wonder what market volatilities might be coming up. The plan also refers to the weaponization of finance in recent years. The U.S. dominated financial system has SWIFT. The U.S. uses SWIFT to impose sanctions, which China and a whole bunch of other countries don't like. So China went and created its own system, but it's on the blockchain. They've been working on this for a while. To this end, they have been in negotiations with Saudi Arabia to settle oil trades in their currency and to settle trades with Russian currency. Do you know what that does to the US dollar? Out with the old, in with the new. But they need chaos for this. They need chaos. It's not like us common folk get a vote. We don't get a vote. And they know that if it was up to us, it'll never happen. On top of that, because it's going to be a major crash, they have to have a major event so they can hide behind the curtain. So this major event, the curtain, is going to be war. And when all global economies rock bottom, they're going to blame it on World War III. And then they're going to go have a meeting at the UN probably and say, hey, we got a new plan for reforms. And they're going to introduce CBDCs. And China's going to be top dog in a group of 5, the BRICS. And there's that picture. And then, because people are so used to free money now, it's like the government got everybody addicted to free money for a reason. Because now they, boom, UBI program. What? What is this? Universal Basic Income. Check this out. Look, it's because of all of the people that are so poor. They're having a hard time making ends meet. But whose fault is that? Check this out. The government decided to come up with a program that currently offers aid to about 36 states. $12,000. They're going to give you free money. Florida, Indiana, Iowa. What? Look at all these states that already have this UBI program. You don't see nobody talking about this. They're going to say, hey, we got a whole bunch of free money to help you out with your struggles, but you have to use our CBDC. And people are not going to think twice because they want that free money. They want that free stibby. And this is how their central bank system is supposed to be set up. This is the craziest part, right? You know, that universal basic income, airdrop, citizen wallet, and guess what? If it's not used, it will be burned at the end of the period. What? Yeah, they're gonna give you a deadline. You want this free money? You gotta use it by this date. If not, oops. And by 2030, the World Economic Forum says that you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. This is not about spreading fear. It's about spreading awareness so that you're not caught with your pants down. All right, later.